Life is like an RPG, like a role-playing video game. It's like an open world MMO or a sandbox game. You can literally choose whatever the fuck you want in life. And I mean, that's obvious, right? And the key point here is in life, we have tons of different quests, right? Missions, objectives, just like in a game, you have all these different main missions, side quests, bonus quests. I notice the times that I get so down on myself, I'm feeling bad when I'm idle. When I don't have a quest, when I don't have any sort of goal, I'm just sitting around doing nothing, and then we try and fill that void with doom scrolling, just something to get a hit of dopamine so that we feel some type of pleasure. All right, what's up guys? Life is like an RPG, like a role-playing video game. It's like an open world MMO or a sandbox game. You can literally choose your own adventure. You can literally do whatever the fuck you want in life. And I mean, that's obvious, right? But I think we fall into this trap of like, doing what other people say. You gotta go to school, you gotta get a job, you gotta get your degree, you gotta get married, you gotta have kids, get a house, get a mortgage, the whole 9 yards, the whole white picket fence, American dream lie that we were sold. But no, you can really do whatever you want. Like, it's like in an MMO, like if you've ever played Star Wars, The Old Republic, or World of Warcraft, you have different classes, different zones, different places you can go, different companions, different friends you can make, relationships you can have. Different classes is like different jobs, different career paths, different gear. You can wear whatever you want. You can fucking have your own style and shit. Like, you can customize, you are your character, right? And you can customize it however you want. And this is no matter the circumstances, okay? I know sometimes we're born into circumstances and feels like we're trapped, feels like we can't get out of it. We're stuck on a certain life path, but you decide for yourself, fuck everyone else. You decide for yourself who you are and what you want and what kind of life you want to live. That's why I say it's open world, it's sandbox. It really is just up to you. You get to live whatever the fuck kind of life you want to live. And the key point here is in life, we have tons of different quests, right? Missions, objectives, just like in a game, you have all these different main missions, side quests, bonus quests. In life, it's the same way. Like I mentioned earlier, go to school, get a job, get married, buy a house, get a mortgage, have kids. Like, that's kind of society like gives us that, or it used to give us that. Now that whole framework is breaking apart, but that's kind of the quests that we used to get, right? That we were given as kids. But really the whole point of this video is that you can give yourself quests. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? This is like your purpose. Everybody talks about what is your purpose? Why are you here? It's like you can choose whatever purpose you want. Your purpose in life is whatever the fuck you want it to be. Your mission in life is whatever you want it to be, whatever calls to you, whatever feels right to you. There is no set purpose or reason that someone else gave you. You can give yourself a purpose. You can give yourself a reason for being here. It's like in Avatar when Uncle Iroh, he was talking to Zuko. He's like, who are you and what do you want? Right? Zuko's having the identity crisis. Like a lot of us in our 20s, we have that identity crisis. We graduate from college and we're like, what the fuck do I do with my life? But we have to ask ourselves the same question. Who are you and what do you want? Who am I? What do I want? And take your time to figure that out. Like, explore, try different things, travel to different countries, try different career paths if that's an option to you. Meet lots of different people, date lots of different people, figure out what you want in life. Don't just do what other people are doing. What do you want? Take your time to figure that out. And I'm not talking about just busy work, right? I'm not talking about like give yourself quests just to have something to do. It's like, make sure, again, it's purposeful, it's meaningful, it's actually moving you towards a goal that you actually want to achieve. It's sort of like if you've ever played Persona 5, you have to plan your day out specifically. It's like they only give you a limited amount of time in the game and you have to choose like what characters you want to hang out with or what tasks you want to do, and different tasks and different people you hang out with, it gives you different bonuses. It increases your skills, it increases your charisma, it increases your intelligence, or it gives you new items that can help you later on in the game. You have to choose wisely. And it's the same thing in real life. You only have 24 hours in the day. So again, we not want to do busy work. We want to do focused, intentional work that actually moves us closer to our goals. Those are the quests we give ourselves. Those are the missions that we give ourselves. And the reason you want to have missions, you always want to have something that you're doing, something intentional and meaningful, is that it fills the void. I notice the times that I get so like down on myself, I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling almost depressed. It's like when I'm idle. when I don't have a quest, when I don't have a mission, when I don't have any sort of goal. I'm just sitting around doing nothing, and then we try and fill that void with doom scrolling or with drinking or smoking or porn, just something to get a hit of dopamine so that we feel some type of pleasure. And it's like, that's how many of us get trapped. We just go to work and then we come home and then we're tired and we don't have any motivation to do anything. So yeah, we do exactly what I just said. We just look at porn, we just doom scroll, we just do all this nonsense and fry our dopamine receptors, and then we feel even worse. And then we're just stuck in that loop of feeling bad, frying our dopamine receptors, feeling bad, so then going right back to what gave us that quick, effortless pleasure in the first place, only to have us feel bad again afterwards. It's like an endless cycle. And this is how we get addicted to mindless pleasure. It's like that saying, an idle mind is the devil's playground. When we're just idle, when we don't have quests, we don't have purpose, we don't have any goals. And it doesn't just have to be some big grand purpose in life. It could also just be hobbies. It could also just be something you're doing for fun, right? It's not, again, it's still intentional. A hobby's still intentional. We're not doing things just for the sake of doing things. We're not doing things just to have busy work or just to be productive all the time. No, what do you actually want to do? Like for me, I wake up, I meditate, I do my morning workout, and then I get straight to work. I do work for my job, and then I try and film some content if I have time, or I plan out content to film later, or I check my analytics and I try and work on my website that I'm building, and I try and do other stuff to like plan the growth of this brand, the growth of this channel. Then afterwards, I'm learning new languages, so that's a hobby that I'm doing. So I'll do a bit of studying for at least an hour. Then at the end of the day, then okay, now other things are done. Now I'll hang out with my friends. Now maybe I'll play some games. Now maybe I'll like watch a show at the end of the day, right? So it's all structured and planned out. So I don't really have too much time to doom scroll. I don't really have too much time to be bored. See, that's the problem, is that we're so bored nowadays when we're not working or when we're not like doing school. When we're not doing a quest or a mission that somebody else gave to us, we're just bored, right? When you go to work, it's like your boss just telling you what to do. When you go to school, it's the teacher just telling you what to do. And that's what we're programmed to do. Society literally programs us to just be obedient and to just wait around for orders, wait around to be told what to do. We don't know how to give ourselves purpose. We don't know how to give ourselves a mission. So that's something that we need to learn. Again, I recommend trying a lot of different stuff. If you can, like, just try as much stuff as possible and see what you like and see what you don't like. What are you interested in? What are you naturally drawn towards? What did you like to do when you were a kid? What are things that just interest you just because they're interesting, not because of money or because of like career? Just what do you like, right? Who are you and what do you want? How do you want to impact the world? How do you want to change your own life? Journal it, write it down, ask yourself these questions, and the answers will start to come up. All the answers are already inside of us. We already know deep down what we want to do. A lot of us just aren't doing it because we're afraid, or we're nervous, or we're just on the life path that somebody else set for us. And then this is how 99% of us just end up living in survival mode. We're just trying to get through the day. We're just trying to make it to the weekend. We're just trying to make it until 5 p.m. We're just sitting there watching the clock, just going through the motions, and that fucking sucks. Like, that's why we don't like our lives. That's why a lot of people are unhappy, because we don't have any greater purpose. We don't have any greater goals beyond what other people told us to do. And again, when you have missions, you can kind of be in this flow state. It's hard to be bored when you constantly have something to do, right? Oh, I'm done with my work. Okay, I can work on my side project. Oh, I'm done working on my side project today. Oh, I have all these hobbies I can do. Or I'm done with all these hobbies. I can go like hang out with my friends, or I can just like go outside, go for a walk, or like just finding new things to do, find new hobbies, find new interests, right? There's so much life to be lived. There's so much of the world to be explored. And it sucks just sitting at home all day. Like, I used to do that when I was younger. I would just sit at home all day, play video games, go on the hub, jerk off. Like, that was all I was doing when I was in high school, and like even in college, low key. But you just feel so much happier, more joyful when you have a purpose, when you have a goal, when you have something that is meaningful to you personally that you're working towards. And to get a little like metaphysical for a second, I won't get too deep into this, but like, science has literally shown we are the universe. We are consciousness just experiencing itself. So we can literally select any reality that we want, any version of ourselves that we want to be, any version of reality that we want to select. We can do that. We can literally live that. It starts up here, right? You select new thoughts. You start intentionally talking to yourself different, speaking differently, create a new self-concept, right? That shifts your identity, because that's going to shift your actions. Everybody talks about you need to do new habits and you need to do new actions. Well, your actions are derivative of your identity. So if you don't identify as someone who has a goal or has purpose, if you just identify as someone who's just trying to get through the day, your actions are going to keep reflecting that. But if you start thinking differently, you start treating yourself differently, just internally, you realize, oh, wait a minute, I can be someone who has goals. I can be someone who has purpose. I can be someone who lives this open world MMO like type of life, this analogy that I'm using. You can be that, but you have to think it first. You have to believe it. You have to change your identity, and that's going to change your habits. And I also have this quote from Alan Watts here: you're under no obligation to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. That's literally true. That's basically the whole point I'm trying to make. There's no reason for you to keep being the same person, to keep doing the same things, except for it's the story that you keep telling yourself. The story that you keep telling yourself, that's what's going to keep repeating in your reality. You keep telling yourself, I'm this person, I'm that person, I'm the person that does XYZ. You're going to keep seeing XYZ. You're going to keep doing XYZ because that's what you're telling yourself. That's what your subconscious is being programmed with. That's what your subconscious believes. It's almost like, again, to go back to the video game analogy, like when you respec in an MMO, like you may have been doing this class and you've been doing this skill tree, like you've been doing like pyromancer skill tree or something, but it's like, oh, I want to use like frost magic now, you know, or I want to use like this different style, right? You can literally change your skill set. You can learn a whole new skill set. You can respec in real life. You can start learning new things, learning new skills. You want to learn how to produce music? Okay, start learning. There's nothing stopping you. Like, it's never too late to change. It's never too late to start doing stuff. You want to go to the gym and get in shape and become like a fit, healthy, different version of yourself, you can do that. It's not too late. The only way it's too late is if you keep telling yourself it's too late and you keep believing it's too late. Then you're not going to act because you're just going to be like, oh, it's too late, I'm done. Or same thing, like if you're someone who smokes weed a lot or someone who drinks a lot, and you want to quit and you want to stop doing that, well, stop telling yourself that you're a drinker. Stop telling yourself that you're a stoner. Stop talking to yourself like that. Reprogram your mind, right? Respec, like go into a different skill tree, start learning new things, start reading new stuff, start consuming new content, reprogram your mind, and you literally become a different person. Your actions follow that new identity. Just a quick video today, guys. The whole point is just give yourself an objective, give yourself a purpose, give yourself a mission. Because without that, someone else is just going to control your life. Someone else is just going to give you a mission. Someone else is just going to tell you what to do and how you should live your life. And then you're just going to be a slave and you're just going to be following along. And then you're just going to be unhappy. Who are you and what do you want? Figure that out and everything will flow from there. Appreciate you watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.